Derilum Tremens. And remember, life is too short to be drinking shitty beer. Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. I've got a bottle of a legendary beer from Belgium. This is Delirium Tremens by the Huyghe, I think that's how you pronounce it, Huyghe Brewery, which is based in East Flanders in Belgium, in a place called Melle. And before I go any further, this beer has won so many awards. It is almost legendary. And I've been looking up online the amount of people that have reviewed this and saying, oh, how great it is. It's intrigued me. The pink elephant on it, it's just so off the wall. The bottle, I don't know if you can see that. It's like it's not a clear bottle. It's got like a what would you call that? I don't know. It's like almost like a stone effect type bottle, but it's not. It's obviously a bottle, but it looks amazing. And this Huyghe, I had one from them the other day, which I reviewed, and I remember it being quite nice. And I remember thinking I'll have to get some more from that brewery, and I saw this advertised, so here it is, and I want to review it. So I'm not even going to go on about the brewery or anything like that. They've been going since the 1600s. I just want to see what's in here. So let's stop gassing and let's start drinking. Right, this is a 330ml bottle. It is 8%, I think, 8.5%. It's a strong blonde beer from the Huyghe Brewery. I'm assuming that's the French pronunciation, Huyghe. In Flemish, it's like that's obviously not how it's pronounced, but that's how I read it in Flemish. Yeah, it's got a reputation for being very spicy, very dry as well. I'm not going to read the side of the label because I can't read that. It's just so small, and my eyes ain't what they used to be. It's all in Flemish as well, so there is absolutely no point in me trying to even attempt to do that. Yeah, so let's get it home and let's see what's going on. Now it's 8.5%, so this is a beer that should be treated with a bit of respect and not necked like it's going out of fashion. The cap is just covered in blue foil on the nose out of the bottle. Oh, spice. Clove, pepper. What's the other? It's slight ginger to it as well. I don't know whether this is going to be like that Coulson Donk, which was just a fucking spice fest. That's got something to do with the Spice Girls, isn't it? Did I just make a Spice Girls reference? Fucking hell. This lockdown is really doing things to me. There's definitely some ginger. It's reminding me of a bottle of HP sauce, in a good way. So there's ginger, black pepper. HP sauce. Fucking hell. Let's get it into the glass. Whoa, that is lively. Now, I'm not sure what sort of glass this is supposed to be poured into, so I'm just going to use a straight pint glass. But this is very, very clear, very light. Put it down there. Look at that. That actually looks like an ultra filtered lager. Don't know whether you can hear that or not, but the carbonation on that is pretty lively. Foamy, white, almost. That's a 2-finger head, isn't it? 2.5-finger head. I can see the bubbles dancing outside of the head. Now that is fucking lively. On the nose, out of glass. More of that typically Belgian spice. I don't know what it is, but... And it's to do with the yeast, obviously. The yeast that they use in this is so typically Belgian. It's got that clove, ginger, white pepper, bit of zest to it. Smells really good. Let's get it down the hatch. Cheers. That's really good. That is really nice. And I'm beginning to see now why it's won so many awards. It's full of spice. There is loads and loads of that typical Belgian spice. But there is definitely some malt in that as well. And that malt is the difference between Donk, which was just full of spice, and this stuff, which has got spice on it, but it's also got a little touch of spirit alcohol, but it's also got like a nice biscuity, almost caramel type malt to it as well. It's really fragrant, flowery spice. There's that peppery. I call it white pepper because that's what it feels like to me. It's a cross between clove, white pepper, I think coriander as well, a little touch of orange zest I think it is as well, but unmistakably Belgian. You know, you cannot mistake that for any other style of beer. You'd only get this flavour in Belgium. It's really good. I love the spice on it. They've got the balance just perfect. It's not in your face, overpowering spice, but it's definitely there. You can definitely feel it. And I don't know whether it's because I'm sort of used to it, it's not alarming me. But if you're not used to it, I can imagine this would be a bit too spicy for some people. But that spice is very, very in your face, I will admit that, but it's calmed down by the amount of malt you've got in here as well. There's a lovely malt sort of, it's like a calming effect on the spice, and the two sort of, you know, equal each other out or balance each other out, if you like. It's quite lively. That carbonation, you do get that in the mouth. And there it is. Look, I said that was really clear. Look at it now, how hazy it is. I don't know whether that's the sediment that was in the bottom, because I've poured everything in there now. But it's not as clear as it was originally. Oh, look, of course. Can you see that? Look at that. Look at that sediment going in there. There's the magic right there. And them bubbles are just making that hazy. So this is one of them ones. I've definitely poured that in the wrong glass. I should have put that in the chalice. That came out really, really clear. Because of course I've stored this upright, and all the sediment was at the bottom, and because where the head was so lively, I didn't pour it all in there. But look at it now. That is just hazy and full of goodness, and I can see the sediment drop into the bottom. You can see I don't know if you can see that, but I can definitely see it. There's bits of sediment in there as well, and that is why it's so spicy. You've got that yeast sediment going on there. Look, there's a little bit there. Look, can you get that? Yeah. Can you see there's floaters? I don't care whose it is, it's floating, to quote Peter Kay. And that carbonation is just sending that all round the glass now. This is fucking brilliant stuff, this is. And as I say, I can see why it's won the awards. Amazing stuff, really good. So what's the verdict? Well, this is unmistakably Belgian. It's full of spice, but it's got a nice malty balance to it as well. I really like it. If I was going to give someone a typically Belgian blonde ale, that's it. And if you love your spicy blonde ales, you are going to love that, because it doesn't come spicier than that. Well, it does. Corsendonk do a spicy one, but it's all spice and it's not nice. That has got a lovely malty back end. It's a very dry mouthfeel. I wouldn't say it's crisp, but it's very dry. Makes you want to, it's not refreshing, I wouldn't say, but it makes you want to drink more of it. And it leaves your mouth quite dry as well, but in a good way. I would give that, I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10, because it's the perfect Belgian blonde ale for me. It's got the balance, and a big characteristic of Belgian blonde ales is the spice, and that's got it in abundance. But it's got a nice bit of malty back end on it, just to balance that spice out. I wouldn't say it's as drinkable as the Castile blonde. That goes down really nice, really smooth. But this, it's got far more character, far tastier as well with that spice. So that's a 10 out of 10. And I urge you to try some if you're a fan of spicy Belgian blonde ales, because you're going to love that. And remember, just like this, beer is working class champagne.